as the made at about the 32.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Rager catches it left side. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
Back deep, a Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Kamara try the right side, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now, I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Demario Davis there on the stop. On 2nd down, Cook.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, Cousins.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Cousins gives way to Cook.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins.
Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota.
Joseph's got it, and they will take the lead here. This battle of field goals at 6-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 23 yards the pickup there. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. Winston, flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, third and long.
Buying time. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Vikings to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. They go play action. Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They run it again with Cook.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints will take over here as as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now Winston on 4th down.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have the Saints first down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston.
That pass is caught by Hardy. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Winston. Hard throw, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And here's Ryan right now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Landry. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
On 1st and 10, Winston. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Kamara gets it again on second down. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Winston. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On second down, Kamara. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. To Jefferson on the slant. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 3rd down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw there taken in by Smith.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith.
And he will have the Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph.
This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Joseph is good, and they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Cook again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Joseph's got it, and the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Winston and the Saints now down by 9. 55 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It's complete. Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Winston to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Here's Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Minnesota, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be